Yuva Shakti driven budget.
This budget is a faceless budget, baseless budget, and a visionless budget.
Inspired by three kartavya.
गरीब किसान और गांव में रहने वाले लोगों की समझ से बाहर बजट है।
First kartavya is to accelerate and sustain economic growth.
बजट से क्या उम्मीद है आज आपको?
I don't have much expectation.
At the beginning of Union Budget 2026 presentation, the Finance Minister stated that India is moving forward with stability, sustained growth and moderate inflation rates. At the same time, she described this budget as Yuva Shakti driven budget, placing youth at the center of national development. Budget was framed around three kartavya.
Yuva Shakti driven budget. We are inspired by three kartavya. Our first kartavya is to accelerate and sustain economic growth by enhancing productivity and competitiveness. Our second kartavya is to fulfill aspirations of our people and build their capacity. Our third kartavya, aligned with our vision of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas.
First time in Indian history, a union budget has been officially projected as Yuva Shakti driven budget. But here the real question remains. Is it truly beneficial for youth of India, or is it only symbolic? The budget truly focuses on infrastructure, manufacturing, skilling and emerging new technologies. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, by presenting her ninth consecutive union budget, has created a history. However, soon after budget announcement, a sharp fall in stock market was observed and political reaction were sharply divided.
So this budget is a faceless budget, baseless budget, and a visionless budget. लेकिन सरकार
In this analysis, we are going to summarize the key aspects of Union Budget 2026 and examine 5 critical questions. Are there new opportunities or employment prospects for Indian youth? Are there any tax exceptions or reliefs? How is infrastructure planned? What are the projections for healthcare facilities? Is India prepared for the future? Despite being labeled as youth-centric budget, no direct employment or job guarantee have been announced. There is no numerical commitments that allows young people to realistically access their chances of employment. This clearly proves one thing: don't judge a budget by its name. Indirectly, employment may increase through infrastructural expansions or healthcare development, but these are all assumptions, not guarantees. Some proposals include promotion of Indian Institute of Creative Technologies for the AVGC, financial supports for MSMEs aiming to turn them into champions, establishment of 3 new Institute of Pharmaceutical Education and Research with an outlay of 10,000 crore, girls hostel in every district and support for women entrepreneurs. However, no steps are taken to reduce education costs, no rural level implementation clarity has given, no job assurance access. Government's continued avoidance of clear target raises concerns. Schemes are announced, drastic and visible change for youth development remains absent. There is no new income tax slab or no GST reduction has been announced. However, interest on accident compensation is now fully exempt from income tax. Lower tax collected at source on foreign education and medical expenses provides some relief to students and families planning overseas studies. Infrastructure remains the core focus of this budget. 12.2 lakh crore allocated for capital expenditure. Proposal for 7 high-speed rail corridors, for example Mumbai to Pune, Delhi to Varanasi, while several populous regions remain excluded. Development of industrial clusters for MSMEs, manufacturing and startups. revival of 200 old industrial clusters, proposal for rural agriculture, energy, and green infrastructure, tech-driven infrastructure using AI, digital monitoring, and semiconductor development. While ambitions, executions, and regional balance remains major concerns. India's healthcare system remains underfunded and overstressed. Key announcements include zero custom duty on 17 cancer and critical illness drugs, duty exemption from 7 rare disease medicines, training of 2.5 lakh caregivers and allied health professionals, district hospital to enhance emergency and trauma care capacity by 50%, announcement of new medical training institutions through location and timelines under infrastructure expansion is promised, but affordability and accessibility issue remains unsolved. Despite visible growth, it is difficult to confidently say that India is prepared for the future. The world is rapidly advancing in AI, automation, and high-end technologies. India is still appeared to be catching up rather than leading. Many proposals reflect vision without measurable targets, a plan without deadlines or accountability. The success of Budget 2026 entirely depends on implementation, not announcement. Unstable global environment, India cannot rely on symbolism. Discipline, execution, and strategic prioritization are essential. Global powers may change their stance overnight, but India's response should be structured, strong, and future ready. Union Budget 2026 speaks the language of youth and future, but only implementation, not intention, will decide whether it empowers India's Yuva Shakti.
I present the budget for the year 2026-2027. In order to promote environmentally sustainable passenger systems, we will develop 7 high-speed rail corridors. 1 girls' hostel will be established in every district. World-class trekking and hiking experience. I propose to 1. Set up 3 new All India Institutes of Ayurveda. Orange economy. India's animation, visual effects, gaming and comics sector, AVGC sector